Hello, corn dogs. Welcome to the Corn Corner. I am Wicked Wren, and I am doing my best.
That's good. I'm Cam Damage, and my favorite drink is distilled white vinegar.
You drink that stuff?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of drinks, today we're going to be doing an extra special episode about spicy drinks, about fun drinks, about maybe beverages that you have to relax. We're talking about alcohol.
Assuming you're 21 and over.
You have to be 21 and over if you're in America.
Play that beautiful intro footage. So, jumping right in, my initial question with the subject of drinking, imbibing alcoholic beverages at hand, you were straight edge for a long period of time. Yep. X the fuck up.
That's it, baby. X the fuck up.
So Firestorm's gonna come through here and
X ran X.
Yeah.
X.
So obviously you have a different relationship
I do.
to the alcohols.
I started drinking at 26 years old.
Okay.
And for me, a mimosa was what did it for me. I really wanted a mimosa. This is real life.
Yeah, we did talk about this on a previous episode, but I still want to delve into it. So that's a weird thing. Because to me, that insinuates that it wasn't like you weren't at a party or something. You were at like brunch, I assume.
Well, when I was at parties and things, I never felt pressure to drink ever. And in college, people would always be like, oh, you're the straight edge person. They never wanted to give me drinks.
Yeah.
But the thing I did feel like I was being left out on was trying different drinks because I was really into cooking as well.
Okay.
So I felt like I was missing a whole aspect of something I was like really liking.
Yeah.
So once I left kind of Louisiana, I was like, oh, I don't feel in the community of straight edge people anymore. So I feel like I was missing out on things.
Yeah. So you had a strong straight edge community in Louisiana.
Yeah.
You left the little baby bird flew the coop
Yeah.
and you went to Florida.
Well, actually, in Florida, I just didn't drink.
Okay.
I was there for like 2 years. But then when I moved to LA, I was like going out and stuff. And it became a thing where I would constantly have people be like, let me get you a drink. Let me get you a drink.
Yeah.
And so I would get a sparkling water with bitters. Mm-hmm. And I know you can say no. I always do say no.
That's disgusting, by the way.
Yeah.
A sparkling water with bitters.
That's fine. Who cares? But I would just hold it all night. Some people would ask me for a drink.
Yeah.
But then I got to the point where I was like, oh, I kind of want to partake in this. Because then I was explaining to people what straight edge was. In college, I could say, I'm straight edge. I don't drink. And they're like, oh, duh.
Yeah.
You're straight edge. But in LA, like, no one knew what that was.
That's weird.
Yeah. So it was like not a thing. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, weird.
So, yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. But so what was the lead up to the legendary mimosa? Like, were you like already thinking about?
It was a really big deal because I
Yeah.
wouldn't even have like rum sauce and bread pudding.
Yeah.
I was a really, really big deal because once you're not, you never were.
Yeah. Once you're not, you never were.
Right. And I didn't want to be never were.
Yeah.
So, I remember my friend Jimmy brought me a blackberry cocktail of some kind.
Yeah.
And I was terrified to drink it because I was like, I'm going to get drunk because I had no reference point.
Like you'd never, like you had you in your life
When I was
drink.
a kid,
Yeah.
I had a sip of Budweiser beer.
And that was it.
Yeah. And I remember being like, this is disgusting.
Yep.
And then Jimmy bought me that blackberry cocktail.
Yeah.
And I remember he was like, yeah, let's get it. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then I had it and I was like so afraid to get drunk. And then we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and I got a really big Blue Moon. And
This is
I remember,
after the mimosa.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like I hadn't gotten like drunk yet.
Yeah. So the mimosa you just enjoyed and you were like, whatever.
Yeah. I got it at a restaurant.
Yeah.
At dinner.
That's
Yeah, it was weird. But I didn't know any better. I didn't have anything.
I didn't know any better.
I will say it was fun to experience all the things being like, I've never had whiskey. I've never had this. I've never had this. I've never had wine. I've never had. And that was cool because I could go out with people and be like, what do you drink?
Yeah.
Like I had a Stella beer.
Yeah.
And
I'm
new.
familiar with Stella Artois.
It was new to me.
Yeah.
I like all these things. So it was like really fun. Like, cause like then people would be like, oh, I really like this. Let me make you a Manhattan or whatever.
Yeah. So when was the first time you got drunk?
I kind of got tipsy at that Buffalo Wild Wings.
A great place to have your first tipsy experience.
Yeah. I don't really remember my first time getting drunk, but then I remember getting like blackout drunk at a party with a bunch of people. And I remember tripping over furniture.
Well, you weren't blackout if you remember.
Well, no, I'm saying that was before blackout. Yeah, okay. And after that, I was like, oh, that was not fun. So I hadn't gotten that drunk ever again.
So in all this is very you focused right now. We'll get to me in a minute. In all your explorations of trying the new things, what was the one thing that you were like, I don't like that one at all? Like a specific like liquor or
I remember thinking Stella tasted like wood, but also I didn't have any real reference. Like I approached it from a culinary place.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to try all the cocktails. And I was like obsessed with like making the cocktails and all those kinds of things, the history of the cocktails. So I never really had an opinion on what I liked and what I didn't like. I was more like, oh, this cocktail would fit this vibe, like that kind of thing. So I was just kind of trying shit. But now it's like, I hate whiskey.
Yeah.
I hate like an old fashioned. This is a shit drink. I don't like it.
No, it's weird.
You know, like I like whiskey sours now. And then also I like Greyhounds.
What's that? Of course you do also.
A Greyhound, even if it wasn't named after the best animal that God made, it would still be good because it's grapefruit juice and vodka.
Oh yeah, you can't really go wrong with a fruit juice mixed with a liquor.
No,
is always going to be good no matter what.
Grapefruit is the best juice. It's also the best animal.
Oh, a grapefruit is the best animal. Yeah, okay.
Grapefruit's the fruit.
You
Greyhound
said what
is
you
the
said.
animal. You know what I mean. No, you were not straight edge.
No, I very briefly, when Brad and I dated in high school, was like, yeah. And that was like 5 months maybe.
That didn't last.
No, I was like, actually not so much on that front. I sometimes say I'm inadvertently straight edge now, but that's just because I don't do anything.
You smell like a ton of cigarettes a day.
That doesn't count, you know?
Yes, it does.
They let you smoke cigarettes in rehab. It doesn't count.
Yeah, but rehab that's different. That's like you're coming off of something. You're addicted to a Stella or something. And you go in, they take you off of it.
Gotta go to rehab for blue moons. Yeah, but that I had only that very brief stint of straight edgedness.
Yeah.
In the hardcore scene of central Pennsylvania.
There was probably a big one there.
There was, actually. It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
But not everyone there was straight edge either. And like they'd make jokes about people breaking edge, and it was very funny.
See, I never heard about breaking edge really.
Yeah.
Because it was never an option for me. Like
I couldn't even think about breaking edge.
Like
edge
it wasn't,
till death.
Like I was so afraid of drinking. I was so terrified of being drunk. I remember, like, same thing with like any kind of substance. I was so afraid. I wouldn't even take Tylenol.
I was going to ask if you're that kind of serious.
Yeah, I was. But it didn't come out of a place of being like edge. It came out of a place of being scared.
And why? Like scared of what? Being out of control?
Yeah. Or just like being affected in some way. Like I didn't understand how it was going to affect me.
Yeah.
And that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. Well, that's the fun of it.
I used to make a joke and say, I don't like to put things in my body, or I don't like to change my body or something. And I'm like covered in tattoos.
And also
that was my joke. Yeah.
Trans.
Yeah. And well, starting HRT was actually one of the first things that I like medicines I took consistently. And that was actually like, I was like, well, fuck it, I'm going to take it, duh.
Yeah.
But also the idea of doing that was very difficult for me.
Yeah. Interesting. So I'm sorry that I keep asking you questions that are based around being straight edge, but if you had to have like a dental procedure or something that would require a medical intervention or something like that, would you? Because you can. I
would forego as much as I could that made sense. Like if it would be like a laughing gas to calm me down, no way. But if it was like something to numb me, I would take that.
Yeah.
But I would try to do as little as I could.
Yeah.
And then also I would like be really big on like flushing it out of my body after with like a lot of water and things like that. I was also very like restrictive on my diet. That kind of went into it too.
Yeah. Just like clean mind, body, and spirit. Set us free to make a change.
Amen, brother. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. I also worked at FedEx. So,
they all know where I live and they're going to be quoting the Lowdown.
They're going to come kick my ass and quote we keep quoting, I think it's Stanley Severs.
It is so funny.
Shout outs to Stanley Severs.
Stanley, I know you're listening.
I'm going to at you and hopefully we'll get his attention on this.
Fuck, it's so funny.
God, those are really good. Yeah, but my history...
Does this have alcohol in it?
Yeah. my history is much different in that I started drinking at a... Cover your ears, Mom. JK, she knows. Very young age, but not like... I wasn't like... getting lost in the sauce every day and every night.
Is that what y'all say? Lost in the sauce?
That's, actually, when people invite me out to, I know it's going to be good if they're like, hey, you want to go get lost in the sauce? And I'm like, baby, I'm ready.
Baby, I'm ready.
Yeah, buckle up.
Give me a bucket of that sauce. Yeah. Let me.
That's what it comes in.
That is it. And the bucket's large.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be. It's a fish tank, actually. The fishbowl drinks, but it's a whole fish tank.
Have you ever had a fishbowl drink?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
That has to be bad.
It's begging for a hangover.
Yeah.
Just because of the amount of sugar. We'll get to that. My history started stuff in general at like a 10 or 11, maybe.
That's too young.
And that changes depending on what the thing is, but drinking was probably that, like my first time, whatever. But it's because I have older siblings. And they would have like house parties and I'd be there, obviously. And the oldest one is 7 years older than me. So like, Jesus.
Don't hit your new corner mug.
I know.
What are you doing?
We can't. Wait.
Be careful with these.
No, I'm trying to cheers you for the fuck.
For all the audio only people, we got these new beautiful corner mugs. And Cam was trying to cheers me, but I thought you were trying to put them up to the camera. So I kept moving my hand away.
Both work. Well, we got one left-handed as a gag.
Yeah.
But you can really circumvent the
left-handed. I
left-handed.
be honest. It needs to
mine
do
has
this.
tasty stuff in it.
It needs to go like this.
But we're going to be drinking each other's the whole time.
If you have to reach over, it's fine. But I mean, this is better.
It is, but mine just has, next time we'll do better. Anyway, older siblings.
Use this. If you don't, that's the thing about it. Nothing like a good cold coffee.
Mine's still warmish.
Yeah, you heated it up. Anyway, go on.
House party things. I'd be there. I have vivid memory of like sitting on the couch watching, Rugrats or something, drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
That's insane.
And that was like one of my first things, besides like dad giving you a sip of wine at like a family dinner or something, which was also a thing that happened. My dad's Hispanic. It's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Wow.
But that was my entry into it at a young age.
Did you like wine and things like that?
No, I always liked just like beer or the stupid little sweet drinks. And I wasn't exposed to like cocktails until I like much later in life when I started to care less about drinking.
I think that the Mike's Hard Lemonades is what really turned me. Like, I kind of saw them and I was like, that looks so fun.
That was like the thing you saw on like people drinking or like commercials or...
I just saw people drinking them and I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
It's
a marketing ploy.
No, I understand. Something I do like about being on a plane is when you get a free drink, I like to get a screwdriver. But I realized what I actually want is just orange juice.
That's very funny. I've never drank on a plane before.
You should try it.
I won't now because I don't like drinking that much. But whenever I was a person that did drugs and drank, I would always just have like Xanax or something on a plane.
Oh my God.
And then never.
What does that do to you? What does that feel like?
You're very chill. Just chills you right out. I mean, it's an anxiety medication.
I understand.
When taken appropriately, but
anyway. Is that related to in Beetlejuice movie, Zagnut? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, expand.
It's like a Zagnut bar that he
holds.
holds.
Yeah. I was like, is this another fucking thing you're making up that I'm going to play along with?
I'm not making this up. It's like, why would you play? I don't
know if that's a real candy bar or not. I think it is.
Maybe.
Anyway, they're not related. I do want to tell a brief Mike's Hard Lemonade story that I said I would on here that Brad reminded me of. Brad and I lived together from 2009 on. Both had sorted college things happen, and then we had to go back to Pennsylvania to finish college and ended up at Penn State together. We'll talk about that more with me eventually. So like 2009, had to move back to central Pennsylvania, went to Penn State, Brad and I both needed roommates like last minute, and Brad and I hadn't been like super tight like before then because we like broke up and went separate ways and kind of were like distant friends, whatever. Ended up living together in an efficiency apartment, which is one room with like the smallest bathroom and the smallest kitchen on the other end, like whatever. But one time we like skipped class to just like drink a case of Mike's Hard Lemonade all day. Like we just sat out on like the lawn of our like apartment house thing and just like drank like so many Mike's Hard Lemonades and just felt fucking awful.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even fun because there's so much sugar. And like that's what makes the hangovers really bad.
Yeah.
It was just like a very bad time.
The first two are fun.
Yeah. You're like, woo, summer.
Yeah. But then how many did you have? Maybe 5 or 6?
No, like probably like 8 or 9 or something.
That is insane.
It was
over
a
the course
lot.
of what time?
I don't know, like 5-6 hours. It wasn't that bad. Like we weren't like hammered. We were perfectly normal, but like it was just a lot of sugar, really.
That is so gross.
Because how many grams of sugar is in one Mike's Hard Lemonade? Probably like 25.
I would
30,
guess probably
something.
like 30,
Yeah,
36.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look
I'll
it up.
look it up.
But have you ever had a smoked drink? They put the smoke.
Oh, like liquid smoke?
Yeah. Or no, they put like a smoking.
Oh,
like,
no. Those
gun
weird
in it.
ones. Smoking gun.
I think that's what it is.
They
is
go
a
out
smoking
back
gun.
and they...
Yeah.
And then they come real quick and go... and blow the smoke into it.
It's like when people call it a tattoo gun.
Yeah.
What does it do? Shoot?
It's a machine.
It's not a gun. It is a machine.
Sorry.
How many grams of shuggy does it have?
Oh, that's seltzer. I was like, I don't believe that for a second. No, anyway, keep talking about the smoked drinks while I'm looking this up so there's not just awkward silence.
No,
while you stare at me
I
and
thought
stuff.
I thought you were about to get it up.
No,
That's
I
what
got
was
it.
reading.
It's not like a readily available info,
It
apparently.
seems like it's pretty easy. But they do want to actually hide that from you.
31.
I said 36. So
30
you said
31
so we're in the
grams. Yeah,
middle.
yeah.
That's too much sugary.
That's a
That's
lot.
a lot. That's almost as much as Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So these smoked cocktails, I used to make this one called Winston Churchill's Breakfast.
Great.
And it's a chef step cocktail. It's quite pretentious, but it was very, very good.
And
Had
you
this-
said a chef's... A what?
there's this company called Chef Steps.
Okay.
And they make pretentious recipes. They sous vide a bunch of stuff. It's very, very, but I really, really love them. And we used to make this cocktail, and it's like smoked. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
But so,
Hate that it's named after Winston Churchill.
well,
Scathing
what it
review
is.
for imperialism.
It is what it is. I didn't name it. When you're at a bar
Yeah.
alone,
As I often do.
yeah,
Yeah.
what would you order to drink? It's got to be alcoholic.
I guess it depends what kind. So like my recent bar experiences are very on different ends of the board. So like went to New Orleans for my birthday and we went to like a random gay bar and I just kept getting like cranberry vodkas because it's like cheap and they're usually strong and
Cute.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we like that.
Wow. I would have never thought.
Yeah. But if it's like a nicer place or a restaurant, I'll get anything that is herby, like a shrub with like a rosemary or a mint or whatever. I like those kinds.
Well, I have a surprise for later on this episode.
Oh, thank
And you're
God.
going to be really excited about it.
I am already because
I
I
know you
believe
are.
you actually with this.
I do.
A lot of times those don't follow through.
You say the word shrub and bitters. You say all these like kind of fancy cocktail terms often.
Yeah.
You love those kinds of things.
I like to work it into everyday conversation so I can impose my classism on people in an effective way.
Amen to that.
I thought you were going to cheers because you said amen to that and then pulled up your mug very purposefully.
These new mugs are really throwing us for a loop, everyone. But speaking of these mugs, we did just launch a Discord for everyone. And it's been a really fun little group of people. We post picture, we talk. It's a great little place. So if you want to pop on by, we'll put the link in the comment.
Or right here. I can do it right here.
All right. I just didn't want to make that work for you.
Well,
Now you got to do it.
I'm gonna.
So
Great, we held that up for a really long time.
we did. So you love drinks. What's that drink?
This is just water with a hydration packet in it.
It looks like a lemonade.
It is lemon flavored.
Have you heard of these Mike Hard lemonades?
I just now. When
God,
we were
you
talking
just
about
told me
them.
about it. I'm sorry.
No, but I just learned about them. Then that was
Yeah.
the joke I was going to do.
They make a harder version now.
Is it more alcohol?
It is. It's also a little bit, gives you a little more street cred. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep talking, but a Patreon subscriber sent to us some fun non-alcoholic wines for us to try. Katy Perry and Morgan McLaughlin made these, sent them to our Patreon subscriber who's sending them to us.
Yeah.
We have 3.
You insert a Katy Perry joke here. We're gonna drink these wines and non-alcoholic wines, and you're gonna hear me roar. Actually,
You can cut that out.
well,
Like, you don't have to, we edit this so you can cut it.
I have because we're just telling random drinking stories. A Katy Perry involved one. That song "I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It" came out when I was in college, and it was a great way for a little semi-closeted bisexual, pansexual Cam to kiss girls at bars when drunk, because everyone wanted to kiss someone when kiss a femme bee who wasn't.
Yeah, that was
didn't know
probably
what
that was probably good for you.
It was great for the team.
Thank you so much, Katy Perry. We appreciate it. So this is taste 1.
I actually kind of like that. It's
Yeah,
not
this
bad.
one's not bad. What are you tasting in this one?
Like a berry, like a blackberry, maybe.
Yeah, it's a tart cherry.
Yeah, that's something.
The first one is ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha.
Yep.
So that's a good supplement for stress.
And then green tea.
Wow, so they're healthy, non-alcoholic. little
Honestly,
wines.
this is better than I remembered.
it's better than I anticipated coming from
Take one more.
the Katy Perry of it all. Tell you what these are, God honoring.
Honestly, this podcast is gone ordering.
Yeah.
Take a sip of your lemonade drink.
Are you telling me that so I can clear my palate?
Yes. Okay, this is number 2, D-Soy. Again, non-alcoholic. It's sparkling evidently. In a orange bottle.
Do you have any
Color's not appetizing.
no, not at all. Do you have any what's a drinking story? Regale us with a tale of drinking, one that stands out to you.
Let's see. How do we like that one?
That's bad.
It is bad.
That's really weird and medicinal. Oh god, I
Yeah.
don't like that at all.
What are you tasting it?
Hold on. Let me do the Damn, I don't know. It's medicinal as hell.
It's got reishi mushroom in it.
Oh. Well, that's not what you're tasting. What else is in it? Grapefruit?
You want to finish it off?
I don't. That's why I brought the bowl to pour them out when it's bad.
The pour bowl.
Oh, passion flower. I hate that shit. It's like when people get passion fruit and stuff, and it's like, stop trying to, or dragon fruit. It's like, that doesn't taste like anything. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so a drinking story was one time, much like your My Card Lemonade, I got a bunch of ginger beer, and then I was at home.
Alcoholic ginger beer.
Well, yeah, but no. I think
okay.
it was just ginger beer, and I'd add something to it.
Yeah.
I was eating cocktails, and I got so drunk and hungover, and I was just at home one night.
Like alone?
Yes. And I got so sick. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Like the next day you were like,
yeah. But I don't know. And I got wasted and it was awful.
It's not a very fun story.
Honestly. And then another weird one is I used to, if I was at a bar or something and people keep buying me drinks, I would just take them and pour them out.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, this is too much drinking. And it's easier to say no. Or it's easier to say sure. And then just
and then get rid of it or whatever.
Yeah. Or like a party or something.
Yeah. I would not say no. And I would, in fact, do the thing at bars where I would flirt with guys to get free drinks. And then it would get to the point of me being drunk where I'd be like, I'm not going to sleep with you, and laugh. And they'd be like, what the fuck? And that was funny to me.
That's
and
hilarious.
still is, frankly.
It is.
Also, I used to, in college, I really liked, this is a whole subject, drinking games. I really liked,
We're tasting number 3. What do you taste in that one?
flowers. I think I have a headache now. It's just flour.
It's not good.
Anise?
It tastes like a chopstick.
It does.
That got
It
left
tastes
in-
like potpourri. Like someone was like, "Ooh, let me just stew up some of this poke." I'm not drinking more of it.
You don't have to if you want to.
This isn't Cammy's weird shit. I won't let you bully me.
Do you want to? I'm not asking you to be bullied. I'm just saying, do you want to try it one more before I throw it away?
I don't. I'm good.
Okay.
It's not food.
It might get better.
Nope.
Also, Katie's gonna watch this.
I hope she does. Tell her to get it together. Okay. Anyway, drinking games. Fun subject to talk about. In college, I used to love a beer pong situation.
Yes.
Have you ever played?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was good at it and highly competitive and would often be at parties with like other sports teams because I played sports in college. And I would drink so much volume that I would get sick. Like it wouldn't be the drunkenness that made me sick. It would be the volume of beer that I was drinking that would make me sick. And I remember one time going out of the, I think it was an ice hockey house, and after like winning a game or something and like totally cool and chill, and then just like vomiting so much liquid, like projectile over the railing.
God.
But like just standing, like just like with my hands on my hips being like, and being like, all right, and going back in and playing more because like boot and rally was like such a thing that you did in college, and it was fine.
Boot and rally, like saying like, you gotta just come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like you just do a quick heave ho and then get back in it.
That is intense.
And I would do that a lot, honestly, in college, which is very terrible to recount in retrospect. But like I was a competitive drinker.
Yeah, I can tell.
I would do Edward 40 hands.
What is that?
When you tape the 240s to your hands.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So that means like you can't
do anything until you finish them.
Holy shit.
But I would like try to like race people to finish them, and then I'd be so like fucking sick, like
yeah,
from the volume of it, but I'd be like, I nailed it. Like whatever.
You really did it. Wow. Would Brad do these things too?
Not really. Brad was also, as we said, straight edge for a long time, but then wasn't when we lived in Penn State together. And he was a huge lightweight, which is something I would make fun of him for a lot, because we would like go to parties and I'd have to like take care of him when I drank like way more than him.
Yeah. And you're the cool one.
Yeah. I had a really high tolerance. And I'd just be like, you had like 3 shots, you pussy, like that, like, or whatever.
Wow.
So no, I really helmed the ship on that.
Wow. What are some of your favorite drinks to have now? You don't really drink much?
I don't. It's very situational. Like if I go to like a show, like smaller venue show at a bar or something, I'll have like a PBR.
Do you miss the things that were on the East Coast?
Like, it's this, we're going to get into regional drinks.
I think we're allowed to.
Because of what I was doing at the time. I don't even remember what Yingling tastes like, but Yingling is a very specific Pennsylvania beer, so much so that when I was in college before Penn State in Rhode Island, people would have me like bring cases of Yingling up for them.
God.
And they were like, people were super into it, like a black and tan or like whatever.
What is a black and tan?
It's like just a type that's like a mix of like a dark beer and a light beer. Like you can order a black and tan at the bar and they'll just like pour the 2 different things.
Sounds gross.
I don't know. Sometimes they're good. I like beer drinks like that. Like when I went to Ireland, which by the way, Guinness is really fucking good in Ireland. Like different and like very good. There was something that was like, maybe it was black and blue. I forget what it was called, but it was like black currant syrup and Guinness. And it was like, that shit was so good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Wow.
But so whatever, situational. Shitty beer at a show, whatever. Brad and I went to see Nine Inch Nails. I had like a beer there. At a nice restaurant, I'll get a like cocktail if it's fun.
What kind of drinks does Trent Reznor drink?
I don't know. I don't know if Trent Reznor does drink anything.
That'd be a good thing to know.
He probably is someone who doesn't do anything because of his history of drug and alcohol abuse.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I feel like I would like to know what he likes as far as the drink's concerned. That's fun to me.
Hopefully we can get him on the pod.
Yeah, that'd be my first question.
Yeah.
What would your first question to him be?
To Trent Reznor?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be able to even fathom. I'd be like, I'm in love with you. Not to be weird. I don't think you're going to leave your wife and family for me.
I don't think he is.
I'd be like, do you want a kiss?
I mean, I'm sure he'd be like, probably.
Yeah. I'd be like, can I have your shirt?
Oh my God.
Can I smell you?
Oh God.
We just really get in there with
Yeah,
probably.
Let's just start with some introductory questions. You know what I mean? Don't start with smell you.
Well, I
You
think
always start with that.
it does break the ice with people often to just go right
too
in
much.
and say, can I smell your armpit?
Yeah.
Because if they
it's a little
respond
too
well, then
much.
you can go to, can I lick it? And then you're in.
Yeah, you're in.
Yeah.
I feel like the amount of people that say yes to the smell are also going to say yes to a lick.
Maybe, yeah.
No one's going to be like, oh, I draw the line at lick.
So, who knows? People are
I mean, I
weird.
do. I'm trying to tell you. I've done studies.
Yeah.
No one's going to say no to that after they have a nose in it.
I suppose. But like, you know, I really like to weed out people from the start. I don't want to be talking to anyone who's not going to let me sniff their armpit down the line.
Look, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. But Trent, we need to warm him up.
I bet
Okay.
if we got like a Robin Fink on here or something.
Who's that?
He's the guitarist.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about Robin.
Thick.
That's that guy, the sing guy, right?
Blurred lines.
Yeah. God, he just went up and down.
That was bad.
Did something bad happen with him?
He made the song Blurred Lines,
Oh.
which was about non-consensual interactions.
Oh.
Hence the name Blurred Lines.
See, I don't know these things. I don't pay attention to this stuff.
Well,
That song's annoying.
yeah, it's terrible.
God,
Now I'm
it
gonna
is
have in my
not. It was
fucking head.
so like big. It just
Yeah.
blew up.
It's like Uptown Funk. Anyway,
Now I have that one in my head.
what are some of your like situational drink beverages?
Well, a Beta beer is in the South.
A what?
A Beta beer?
A Beta.
A Beta. Like a Beta Springs.
No
a
idea.
Beta, ABITA. That's a beer that I really, really liked growing up. Purple Haze. That's a type of, you love that cup. That's a type of beer made by Beta. Great Raft Brewery in Shreveport, Louisiana is the best. It's my favorite brewery. Yeah, of course, you don't know it, but it's like, it's so fucking good. You know how sometimes they're like, this is a strawberry beer and it doesn't taste like strawberry? They make beers that taste like the thing they say they
Oh, okay. Like
Are.
Hell or High Water or whatever it is, the watermelon one.
Yeah, it
actually
would
does.
taste like watermelon
Yeah.
there. They're really, really good.
There's a brewery that is also from Central Pennsylvania called Trogs that made a seasonal one called Mad Elf. That's
Oh,
like the like Christmas beer or whatever, and it was like cherry-ish.
Sounds
and
so
I
good.
really liked that, but it was a crazy high alcohol by volume. So you drink like 2 and be like,
I used to go through a Samuel Adams seasonal phase.
that's so weird.
Trust me, I know it's weird, but I
Like-
used to do it.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, I used to love it. But
Yeah.
it was like when I was new and I was like, I still like seasonal beers.
Yeah.
I wish that Brad would get some. Brad should get like a pumpkin or something. Pumpkin beer. I would have it.
Maybe we'll go out tonight and get some. Who
Maybe.
knows?
Probably not, but
No.
it would be nice.
Unlikely.
My favorite brewery is Allagash in Portland, Maine.
Okay. Why?
They make Allagash White, which is fucking amazing. They make Allagash Black, which is absolute. It's like the best. It's so fucking
They
good.
probably have those at stores here.
They do.
Yeah.
A white and black's here,
Yeah.
and then Curio and Triple are both really good. Those are 2 Allagash beers that they make.
It's all lost on me.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome.
I'm just like, I don't have any other
Think about
breweries.
like you drink like PBR.
Yeah.
Think about that, but like good.
But actually
That's
done
kind of
well.
be like what Allagash makes.
I think that's part of my biggest complaint with myself, frankly, for not being like more into drinking or whatever. Not more into drinking, like I want to go get drunk all the time, but like enjoying a
Yeah.
beverage. Like I can have one beer, whatever. Is when I don't see the point. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah, same. The money isn't worth it to me.
Well, it's like, this is where like my like addict issues come in, because it's like I don't see the fucking point unless I'm getting like to feel something, and then you're like getting tipsy and then drunk, and then it's like what the fuck else, whatever. But I am a person who likes novelty food and beverage items, so like I'll go to the store and see some like fun seasonal thing, and I'll be like, I want to get that, and if I do get it, I'll drink like a sip of it and be like, this is kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then it's like lost on me.
Yeah.
So I just am like, meh, whatever.
Yeah, you do novelty coffees instead.
Yeah.
Do you like alcohol and coffee?
I don't think I've ever actually had like a whatever Irish whatever they call them. You know,
It's fun.
I'm sure it'd be fun. Like
Yeah, it's okay.
I do like making drinks that correspond to a movie. Like when I
that's
saw
cute.
Big Lebowski, I was like obsessed with White Russians. Those kind of things are always fun.
I am a polarizing drink that I love is a Bloody Mary.
I've never actually tried one.
When they're good, they're really good.
Yeah.
When they're bad, they're really bad. There's no middle of them.
I don't understand tomato juice as a concept.
It's like tomato, and then you essentially just wring it out.
Yeah.
And then you
Gotta give it a good.
yeah, you give it a rung, and then it's you can add different things to it.
As someone who like really enjoys going to New Orleans and stuff, that's like what you do. You go get a fucking Bloody Mary with breakfast.
Yeah, or like a hurricane.
God. Ugh. But I've just never done it because I'm like, I don't want to just drink a fucking like a cup of tomato juice.
It's really savory.
Yeah. That's weird.
And yeah, I like it. It's fun to me. But honestly, I would like a virgin one and be fine.
Yeah.
But then you're paying like $12 to $15 for and I'm like,
For a tomato juice with like some pickled okra in it.
yeah, but I loved pickled vegetables and things.
Yeah.
So if I see a Bloody Mary and there's like it's like house pickled vegetables and house mix and stuff, then I'm like, okay, I probably want to get this.
Yeah.
But if it's I don't like them when they're really alcohol forward. I
Yeah.
want it to be like a fun, savory, salty situation.
Drinks in general, I don't like when they're really alcohol forward anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I don't drink out because I would rather just order more tater tots.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Or I just don't want to get sleepy.
Yeah.
Like, at the meal
And
when
it
I'm already
like
going to
runs
be.
the tab up so high
Yeah.
for nothing. I'm like, I'm not doing that shit.
I don't, yeah. I had something I thought I was going to say. Hold on.
Oh, okay. This is a great thing to do in a podcast to just tell everyone to hold on.
I'll edit this out.
I'm not.
So like in saying that we don't like things that are alcohol forward now, it's very funny to me because in like when I was younger and drinking and the goal was to just fucking get trashed.
Yeah.
Like when you would pregame, which is not an experience you probably had ever.
Never. Ever.
I would just like, you're just drinking straight shots of shit or like out of the bottle and it didn't matter. Like you just like,
I would have the opposite of pre-gaming, where once I started drinking, people would like pre-game.
Yeah.
I would like fake drink. So I would be like, not. I remember a time being in Mexico and we were out and we had like a little VIP area and they were just bringing drinks and I was literally pouring them out because I was like drinking so much and I was like, I wanted to be like aware and stuff
Yeah.
and like whatever and everyone's getting wasted. And I was like, fuck that shit.
yeah. Well, obviously I wouldn't act the same now, but in college, the goal or
Yeah.
younger was just to like, it was like get fucked up.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing. And I'm grateful for my like those experiences and that I had like that space and time to like really like just
Yeah.
fucking do whatever. Cause it meant when I got into my 20s and now that I don't care about it.
Yeah.
And I'm not like wasting time doing that shit. Cause God, that would be
Yeah.
a whole hangover day would be a big waste.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell you what,
God.
can't be doing that. But I like vividly remember I would drink Wild Turkey a lot in college.
That's like a whiskey.
Yeah, like whiskey, rye, whatever, bourbon. There's a few things, but I would steal it because I was in college and broke.
Where would you
Anyway.
steal it from?
The liquor store.
How would you steal it?
Fucking put it in a bag.
Really?
This is bad. It's so easy to steal shit from places when
my
you just have a
God.
bag. Like me and my roommate used to go to Whole Foods and just like fill a fucking backpack with
Jesus.
groceries because we were broke and it was like,
Yeah.
whatever. But I would drink Wild Turkey like crazy and just like chase it with like chocolate milk or like whatever I had in the room. Like I was just like, yeah, fuck it. Like it's fine.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
Yeah. Like it's just curdling in your stomach. It's
Do you think
insane.
that you ate bad milk often in college?
No, I don't know. How reliable are dining halls?
Yeah. You ate at the dining hall a lot?
My first 2 years of college when I was at Brown, yeah.
What an experience.
It was. I liked it.
You like cafeteria style like
Yeah.
food like that.
Yep.
I also like it. I like just being a part of the thing.
Yeah.
It's fun to me. It's like, hey, we're at a convention. We're going to eat this convention food.
Yeah. Like,
like
go
whatever.
and swipe your little card. I'd be with like field hockey teammates and we all sit there. We'd have to go for like breakfast before practice and eat like the weird, like people would just eat like hard boiled eggs and grapefruits. Like it was the weirdest shit. It was like,
It's so strange.
yeah. But also like, it's not actually free because you're paying for tuition, but it was like, it felt free.
Yeah, because it's not
Yeah.
it's not coming out yet.
Yeah. So like that is a thing that I liked
Yeah.
about it when I was like broke.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Wow, maybe we need to get a little pumpkin beer since it is currently pumpkin season.
Yeah. I would have a few sips and then say this was a waste of money.
What if we get one and we'll share between the 4 of us? 3 of us, probably.
I'd be fine with it. I want it. We'll carve pumpkins and drink pumpkin beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty fun.
Something like that.
You get some peanuts on the side.
Why?
As a side dish. As
Is
like
that-
a little... Many people have peanuts with that kind of
Are you
thing.
trying to live the bar experience? Now, that's the thing I've never done. In movies, there's always going to be, there's
Yeah.
someone sitting at the bar eating from a bowl of nuts or like whatever the fuck.
You know how much peas in those nuts?
Obviously that's not dissuading me, but hey,
At a bar? Come on, I hope. All right.
that was my greatest, the only reason I want to go to a bar now is so some like dude will be like, yo, let's go into the stall. And I'll be
Yeah.
like, hell yeah, brother. I got a butt plug in right now. And like be whatever. I did that for my birthday.
Did you?
Yeah.
What bar did you go to?
Oh, nothing happened for the record. But I did have a butt plug in. Good
that's
friends. It was some gay bar that
neat.
was suggested, but I would go to a different one next time.
Yeah.
It was
in
still
New
really
Orleans.
fun. Yeah, it was a fun time. So I want to ask, when you look at your little drinking past or whatever retrospectively, do you have any like regrets? Do you wish you had been able to experience like different points of life with, from a different aspect? Whatever?
No.
Yeah.
Not really. I don't feel like alcohol would have helped my like undergrad time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think that alcohol would have helped when I did more school. I don't think so.
Yeah.
No. I think it was like perfect for me.
The way it went.
Yeah, honestly. And now I have a really good relationship with it. Like it's like I could care less about drinking.
Yeah.
So
That's something that makes me always be like, they should raise. I mean, it doesn't matter if they raise the drinking age. Kids always find a way to do shit no matter what. But I do think that people should wait to drink longer until your brain is more developed.
yeah, totally. I mean, you did it too early.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say it did anything bad to you. I'm just saying you did it too early.
Who would know?
We wouldn't know.
There's so much happening at different times.
There's a lot happening.
in that brain.
Well, speaking of different things happening, we talked about our Discord. We have a Patreon. We'd love to see you there. And I think it's time to remember that this is the Corn Corner.
Yeah. I just want to add the Patreon is really great. And it sounds like a huge sales pitch, but we've actually do put a lot of like
We put so much
exclusive
shit.
stuff there.
We have merch.
I
We got
edited
it
a
all.
ton of stuff to put on there. Yeah, all
You
those
do.
links are going to be at the end of the credits. You'll get it.
We're gonna go by so fast.
Yeah.
So-
Any parting thoughts on alcohol?
I think I've kind of said everything I need to say. And if there's anything else I need to say, then I'll say it. And that's how I feel about it. Do you have any parting thoughts on alcohol?
No, but now I have a funny question that I want to ask.
All right.
Can I do it?
You're allowed.
If you were in a hypothetical world, you're a parent,
Okay.
you catch your kid drinking, what happens?
How old are they?
14.
Yeah, I'm not a parent, so it's hard to do, but I feel like I would just like talk to them and be like, see, I feel like I'm already rolling my eyes, but I'd probably just talk and be like, hey, like, this isn't good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I get doesn't work for kids because kids are like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I don't know what I would do because I'm not a parent and I don't have that experience.
There's no good answer, really.
Yeah. I think I would honestly probably try to like look at if they were drinking for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, are they hanging out with shit kids? Are they like,
anxious, depressed?
yeah. And be like, how do we solve this?
Yeah.
You know,
What a level-headed answer.
that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'm very smart.
Yeah.
What would you do with your kids?
I'd be like, If you don't stop, you're going to turn out like me.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Yeah. Because
I'll tell
I'm
you
cool
that.
as shit. So they'll be like, I'm going to do it more.
Yeah. They're gonna be like, my dad's the coolest dad ever.
I'll be like, yeah,
You show up in that, 69 Thunderbird at school to pick them up.
I would never.
A couple beer cans fall out of it. You got a tape of Trent Reznor and the boys playing.
I also, I was going to say like what happened to me when I got caught, but I never did because it always was my sisters that got blamed.
Oh, that's nice.
Because I was so young, I would be
Yeah.
like, oh, it was. I don't.
You blame a lot on your sisters.
Yeah. Well, a lot
do-
of my life experiences wouldn't have fucking happened if it weren't for them. So
Yeah. Well, you do love them also.
yeah.
Yeah.
And one of them watches this, so
Do you want to say a nice thing about her?
Yeah.
Say it right now. She's going to hear it. Say it.
I love you.
No, see, you're so weird about it. You all are weird about it. I've been around you two. You don't touch. You gotta touch people
It's just not.
in a loving way.
Yeah.
You gotta say things like, I love you.
I do.
Well,
Just because I say
do
the
it again.
sing-song voice doesn't mean
Do it again.
that it
Say
isn't
it.
real. Raquel, I love you.
See what I mean? It doesn't, I don't feel convinced. But
And you never will. Well,
that's how she feels. Well, no matter if you're shucked,
or you're creamed.
we don't mind.
We don't care what kind of corn you are.
As long as you are.
Kind corn.
That's it. That's what we say.
Just be kind corn to
Just
each
be
other.
nice and be sweet. And we'll see you on the next episode of The Corn Corner.
And if you drink, do it responsibly and be of age and don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah, don't be a piece of shit.
Pew pew. That's the I'm gonna go make a cocktail with the gun smoke now.
The gun smoke. Are you recording?
Yep.